It's the experience of a lifetime for the men and women who dedicated to serving their lives for this country. Honor Flight Bluegrass allows war veterans to travel to the nation's capital to see the monuments to the wars they fought in. It's an incredibly emotional experience for our veterans and every single person involved. Jeff Thoke joins us now to talk to us about how we can help this effort. Now, WDRB traveled along for an honor flight back in May. I've been on one myself several years ago. They are so emotional, and we're just normal people. So what does this mean to the veterans who are oftentimes seeing these memorials to the wars they served in for the very first time?
Well, you know, it's the one time that we can give back to our veterans. They often went off for months or not years at a time, and when they came back, they never were welcomed home the proper way. So they get to see memorials that were built in their honor for their service and sacrifice to our great country. And our welcome home means a lot to these veterans who never had the appropriate welcome home. We all know about the World War II veterans who often stayed 6 months, a year in occupation. Same thing with Korea. And of course, the Vietnam veterans were never welcomed home the appropriate way. So this gives us a chance to really give back to the veterans who have given so much to us.
And it's so surprising to hear from them. That is one of the biggest takeaways when they get off the plane and they land. They just can't believe how many people are there cheering for them, shaking their hands, just thanking them for their service. And it's got to mean so much to them.
It's very emotional. Again, they never had the welcome home, and so it's a way that we can thank them for all they did. And we try to keep it a real secret to them. We try to keep it toned down as to what's really going to happen when they get home. And they're often tired. They've had a long day. You've been on an honor flight. You know what it's like. So it's a real big surprise when they come up the terminal, and my gosh, you get 1,000, 2,000 people there to greet them, to thank them. Often loved ones, people fly in, family members come in from out of town to greet them, grandchildren and so forth. It's just an extraordinary day.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, they're quiet, reserved, and then you just see a tear shed.
The tears, laughs, crying. You go through all the various emotions for being welcomed home and thanked.
Right, and absolutely. There is an important deadline tomorrow. Please tell us about that.
Yeah, tomorrow is the last day to sign up for our September 24th flight. If you're a World War II or Korean War veteran and you sign up by tomorrow, you will be on the flight on September 24th. So it's critical. You go to honorflightbluegrass.org. It's real easy. You can sign up in about 10 minutes, and we'll have you on the flight because it's important that with the older veterans get to go on an honor flight, and we don't want them to wait until next year.
And so if you know someone out there, it's very important to tell them. I had a couple grandparents. They've never been on an honor flight like this, unfortunately, in their lifetime, but we want as many people as possible to experience this.
Friend, family, you know of someone, get on the phone, tell them to please sign up, do it tomorrow, and they'll be on the September 24th flight, and we can recognize them for all that they did for us.
And the best part, it's free to the veterans.
It's free. There's not one charge that goes to the veteran. You can go all day and not spend $1, and we owe them everything for all that they've done for us.
It's a wonderful thing Honor Flight does, so thank you so much, Jeff, for being with us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely.